Check, check, check. It's a late one tonight, guys. For me anyway. It's like, what time is it? Maybe about 2 in the morning, something like that. Or maybe 1 in the morning. How you guys doing? What's up, Garrick? Round 1. Exa, Isa, how you doing? Right, so the market has been active, very active in the run up to FOMC. We're up 2% on the SP 500. We're up 3% on the NQ. So, have you guys been trading today? What's good, Kyron? How you doing? How you doing? What's up, Arsenio? The market has moved a lot. How you doing, Duchess? Later than usual, but we're about 40 minutes, half an hour away from the FOMC interest rate decision. I'm going to let it play out. Of course, that'll be the smart thing to do, right? And we're probably going to wait until the first impulse settles down and then see what happens during the press conference. What's up, Ian? Arsenio, today's daily SL limit hit. I hope that was a self-imposed limit and not a daily drawdown limit. But don't worry. Just sit on the sidelines, come back tomorrow. FOMC, it's a lot can go wrong, guys. A lot can go wrong on the Fed day. But we're going to take it slow. Not going to jump into anything, of course. We're going to let the market play out a little bit. And me, personally, I'm looking at GU more than anything else. There just seems to be a more of an opportunity there where we've stayed ranged and the rest of the markets just run up a lot. It's run up a lot, so it'll be difficult to find a position on gold. I have been trading gold from it didn't come on stream yesterday, so from Monday. What's up, Theo? What's everybody looking at? Indexes, gold. So I was just doing a little bit of prep. Got a plan in mind, mostly on GU. Not really. I don't think I'm gonna be able to find anything on SP 500 on gold, but we're gonna see where the first impulse takes us. And but yeah, as I was saying, GU for me would probably look like the best opportunity. But we have to see what happens, what the first impulse tells us. You got in a long position? Oh, you long NZD USD? Haven't been looking at that pair, but has it moved much? JPY has been interesting. It just keeps dumping. We had the BOJ earlier on this morning. Had a bullish impulse, then it's just dumped off. Be interesting to see what that does, but I don't trade it. Gentleman Jack, watching the US 30. We've got Nasdaq up 3%, We've got SP 500 was up 2%. Dow Jones hasn't moved much, but could be interesting to keep an eye on. So main thing is, I think the best opportunity for me is GU. We've also got the Bank of England rate decision tomorrow. So we've been very, the average, the ATR on GU has been very, very, very tight. We're obviously going to see some expansion. We just got to see, so we got to kind of see what happens. And usually on a Fed day, I'll wait until the press conference is starting, and try spot a switch in price, some sort of manipulation or hitting some levels that I'm looking at, and then go for it. Not gonna put too much risk on. We are currently up 4.5%. We'll have a quick look at the trade we took on stream. When was it? Monday, start of the week, right? We had that. Well, we was trying to get long on Friday's stream. Got knocked out because I positioned in too late in the day, but we did get that pop above 2400. Messed up here, so I was down on the day at 1%, if you guys remember. Then we caught this dump. That we was looking at 2382. We waited, we was patient. It looked like there was a further manipulation to go. We got in pretty much at the bottom of the move. Had a scale in as well, and then I held that position overnight, and then I managed to wait for the right time to scale in again. But then we had news yesterday. I even forgot what the news was. It was what was the news yesterday, guys? Nothing too major, but it was going to be something. I can't remember now. But anyway, we got out of the position before the news, and I think I was up 2%. So got back the loss from Monday, and then we're up a bit more, up another percent, something like that. And I stopped. Didn't really look at anything else. I was looking around this level. This is where my stop was. So obviously this move was so clean. Had a small loss during Asia, blatantly wrong. Put the trade on, blew straight through me. Haven't been trading during London. And then gold. That's why gold, I can't really touch it at the moment. I'm not too clear on the direction we're gonna get from the FOMC. Obviously, we're not going to get a rate cut decision today, but it's mainly about the press conference and what Jerome Powell's tone is. If he gives us any pointers. We did have ADP earlier coming in weaker than normal, weaker than expected. So yeah, we're just basically on the sidelines for the first impulse. Hopefully you guys are. I hope you guys are not do you know what I mean? Jump in straight a few minutes before the rate decision today. Let's just keep it smart. GU long positions were terrible. It didn't move. Perhaps it's because the upcoming rate decision, so it's stuck. Yeah, KP. That's another thing. Is we've got Bank of England tomorrow. We've been trapped in such a tight range. I haven't been trading GU recently. We did catch a couple good trades on GU last week. But since then, we've barely moved 50 pips. Yesterday's range was what 40 pips, and it's been like that for a while. So, looking for some expansion, obviously. And I'm first instincts, I'm long. I think we're going to push higher, position in for BOE tomorrow, and then there's an increasing chance that we're going to get a rate cut tomorrow. So that's why I guess the market's been pricing that in. So we have been moving very sluggish, but we haven't really broken we haven't really gone far. So I'm expecting something like impulse higher, press conference comes back down, and I'm looking for a long opportunity then. Hey Tai. Hey, missed trading futures. I'm going to start trading futures. I already got a subscription. Renews on Friday. Might not trade it Friday, but start of next week I'll be trading futures, 150k. I'm not gonna say my forex funds this time. My funded futures. Gavin, thoughts on GN? GN as in pound New Zealand dollar. I really don't trade crosses, Gavin. So I don't have a clue. When it doesn't involve the dollar, because the dollar is a constant, so you can like, you know, be tapped into the dollar in terms of fundamentals and how it's moving against other pairs. But when it comes to crosses, I'm quite lost, to be fair. And I don't trade NZD or AUD or any of the commodity currencies. I don't trade Swissy or yen. It's just GU for me on the currency side. Occasionally EU and EG. But let's have a look. I guess I wouldn't be able to tell you, Gavin. Wouldn't be able to tell you. But I'm bullish on GU. I'm bullish on GU, and I think that's really the only opportunity that's here for me coming into FOMC. We will keep an eye on what SP 500 does. We kind of we've had a strong push higher. Over long term, like medium term, I'm bearish. We didn't quite get to that gap left by the earnings with Tesla and Google, so we didn't close that gap yet. Maybe we're going to close that gap on the first impulse, but I am bearish. But it's like right now we're up 2%. It's very difficult to be a bear, and it could just go straight long. So like I'm sidelines on SP 500, I'm sidelines on gold until I have further information. Thoughts on GBP, JPY? Well, the yen is definitely more bullish at the moment than the pound. We had the BOJ rate decision increase 25 basis points, which comes to a surprise, and it can go further. But I don't really trade yen, so I couldn't tell you, Freya. I couldn't tell you. But yen has been on a roll. It's been steaming ahead. Not sure when it's going to end. So it'll be difficult to be long on that. George, what's happening, brother? Raydon, what's good? What's good? We're just waiting for the action to happen. But yeah, gonna be patient. Focused on GU, which I haven't been trading for a little while. I think when was the last trade that we had on GU? Monday I got caught off guard on GU. This is the stupid impulsive trade that did put me in a loss, plus being impatient with gold. I was down 1% on Monday, but we made that all back with the gold trade, which, wow, I mean, of course I would have loved to hold it. I was aiming for a break above 2400, but got out with what I had before the news. And yeah, I was looking at this level here, but you know, I didn't want to overtrade that day. And then SP 500, you know, caught this long, but since we caught that long, it's expanding a lot. Like, there's been good range on it, definitely good range on it. This was a good short yesterday, very good short. I was thinking, but yeah, strong push up today. So gonna have to be on the sidelines for that. Focused on GU, that's the only thing that's trapped in a range. So when you break out, maybe there's going to be opportunity. No, Manly, I purposely started to stream late today because FOMC, and it's actually, when is it? It's I don't have my phone next to me, but it's about, who's here from the Philippines? What time is it in the Philippines? It's about 1:30. So 29 degrees in London. Wow. Yeah, I heard it's been really hot. Really, really hot. 29 degrees in London is like 37 degrees in Philippines. It's always like, in Philippines, it's probably like 30 degrees today, but it doesn't feel like 30 degrees. But at 29 degrees in London, that's blazing. YNS, what's happening? Looking for decent shorts on gold at the moment. Are you in a trade already? Or are you waiting for FOMC? So yeah, moment of anticipation. We've got about 25 minutes left. And Fed meetings don't happen every month. It's every couple months, I believe. Every 3 months, maybe. Every 2 months. We've also got NFP. So it's going to be interesting to see how much of a reaction we're going to get out of the Fed meeting. Because it could be slow and then NFP could be like the highlight of the week or the other way around. But yeah, in general, it's difficult to tell. I mean, everybody knows we're not going to get a rate decision today. If we did, that's when the market's going nuts. But the Fed doesn't like to surprise the markets. So it's all been priced in for September. What's key is what Powell says during the press conference and what the market takes away from that. How do I feel about China? I don't trade any Chinese assets or the Chinese stock market. So I'm not really clued up with the Chinese economy. Waiting for FOMCs to pass. Yeah, that would be the right thing. The thing is, like now, like sometimes I have an idea of what the first impulse is gonna be sometimes, but I have no idea. We could go up or down on gold. We can go up and down on SP 500. So yeah, there's no edge there for me to be in a trade before, unless I've been in already from the day before, or I've got enough room to play with on the trade and I can maybe scale out of it before the news comes out. That would be the only scenario where I stay in a trade during FOMC. But in general, I have had some, I've had some good trades during FOMC, but it's usually during the press conference and price turns around. That's when the right moment seems to come up with FOMC. Is you have low volatility compared to CPI and NFP. It really depends, Duchess, on if we're actually expecting a rate cut, or if we're going to get one in the meeting. If we're going to get one, but because we're not going to get one today and it's all priced in for September, maybe it's going to be low volatility and there's not much surprise there. But with the CPI and NFP, those numbers can take you by a lot of surprise, because sometimes the economists, they really quite often they get it wrong. Quite often they forecast quite badly. But yeah, the market has been active on the indexes a lot. That's, again, it still remains the key asset for opportunities. Gold's been okay. It's up 0.64% today. So it's kind of like breaking back into, just making some bullish structure here, back up. So we get into like last week's high, for example. We're closing in on last week's high. Could go straight through 2450. If that happens, then there's nothing I can do. I'll just leave it alone. Kind of like kind of feeling bearish on gold, but not bearish, because I was getting long from the start of the week. So I was getting long from start of the week, but could see some retracement. Playboy, so FOMC, it's a buy. No. We have to be on the sidelines for FOMC and then wait for the first impulse to play out. So I have no idea if it's a buy or sell. Nobody does. Unless you've been in a trade already. Mike D, too much of a gamble. Been clapped too many times in the past. I hear you. I've had better luck after it releases and wait until it finds its true direction. Yeah, exactly, Mike. I always wait until the press conference in general. Wait until the press conference. There's usually a change of direction during the press conference. So, or like a further continuation, of course. But yeah, I'm usually waiting until the press conference. That is 30 minutes after. That's at 30 minutes after the rate decision. And yeah, but during the press conference, it's, you know, Powell could drop a few sentences, could hint at a few things, and then market just switches direction. So I'll probably have it on in the background. Watch it on Bloomberg. But yeah, for me, the reason why I'm more interested in GU than anything else is that, you know, we've already moved a lot with the SP 500, so it's difficult for me to get a read on where I can get in, and I'm not too sure. I've got a medium term bias short, and then gold, I've already been playing the long, but it's gone too far without me now, so I'm waiting to see the first impulse on that. But GU, while I'm looking at GUs, that we've been in a tight range. We have been compressing bearish, you know, but we've got BOE tomorrow, and what Powell says today will be interesting. And the market is priced in that there's a 60% chance that the Bank of England is going to cut tomorrow. So that's like, it wouldn't be too much of a surprise tomorrow. So maybe it's already all been priced in. Maybe, so like, I'm just looking at what the price action, what the first impulse tells me, and what to look for. Light work, no reaction, let's go along. We have to wait, bro. 15 minutes. We'll see if there's a reaction, but there's definitely going to be a reaction, but we'll see how strong it is. It's a buy for GU ESJO. I'm glad you're on my side today, because usually you're fading me. I'm also looking for a buy, but there's nothing to do for us until the rate decision, and even after, like, I'm waiting until the press conference. Pretty much. I mean, we'll see what the price action says. But yeah, it'll be smart to wait for the press conference. John, how you doing? So everyone's ready. Everyone's got the buy or sell button ready. GU is pound dollar. So pound dollar. I just call it GU because starts with a G, ends in a U. But yeah, pound dollar. My native currency. I need GU to be going up so I can get some more pesos down here. We do have some earnings tonight as well. Let me just double check what earnings we got. We've got Meta, which I think there's a lot of volatility on Meta. And then a couple other tech stocks, Qualcomm. But yeah, I mean, this is like I like to write my thoughts down in terms of coming into it with a plan. So these are my thoughts. John, you're on phase 2, brother. Nice. No trades today. Yeah, keep that phase 2 safe. Keep it away from FOMC. Phase 2, you're nearly there. If I was on phase 2, I have been moving careful anyway, pretty much. What's going on, Garrick? How you doing? Yeah, the community's growing slowly. Also, I didn't even forget you. Thank you for reminding me. Let me pin the Discord invite in the comments. It's also in the description, guys. We just started it on Monday. How many people's in there already? Maybe coming up to 100. So if a couple people join right now, it's gonna get to 100. And wait, let me just get the invite. Copy it. And then how do I pin this now? Okay, so I'm going to check in on the Discord in a bit. I just read the Discord in the chat. And there's also a link in the description. So, yeah. Go check it out. Yeah, Duchess, I was down. What was I down? I think on Monday when we ended stream, we was at like 3% because I lost 1% that day. So I started the day 3.8, lost 1%. I think I was at 2.8. And then this trade that we caught on stream pulled me back up to like 4,750, and then I took a small loss, $250 earlier on in Asia, and yeah, so about 4.5%. Hopefully we can add a few more percent this week. So we've been kind of slowly grinding our way up in the last few weeks, taking, you know, it's taking time, but this is the only challenge I'm doing right now, and coming back from a long break from trading, so still warming into it. And like I said, confidence is still an issue for me, but slowly rebuilding it. Let's hope let's hope my confidence don't get shattered today, but I'm gonna take it slow. Let the market do its thing, and then wait for a clear opportunity. Tonight's triple swap. You've always got you're a swing trader, no, Duchess, so I guess that's the price you have to pay, no? But I can't, like, yeah, I don't really know how much a swap it, like, usually when I'm holding a trade overnight, I won't really notice it. Might be like a $50 or something like that. I guess it depends on what asset you're holding as well. Axe, you're not trading? Have you already been trading today? Faded Aussie JPY this morning, been a wild ride. Yeah, the yen has been, was you fading it during the Asian session? BOJ was at, yeah, it was like 3 hours before the European Open, so it was quite early. And yeah, keeps going down. So it'll be interesting to see what the yen does off the back of FOMC. Sell gold, Tovastano. I've been long gold recently, but I would have to see. I'll have to see what it does. It might drive higher to 24.50. I think it's got some room to retrace, but it's not my first choice. Sell gold now. You want my account to blow up? Gold will be a buy. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see ESTRO. Interest rate for the yen went up, short other pairs against it. Fablo. Yeah, the interest rate on the yen, it's been like a very, very long time since they've raised interest rates, because they've kept it at 0 for a long time, and they've had no choice recently but to hike. And it was a surprise hike of 0.25% basis points. So quite a surprise on the upside. Wasn't like a huge reaction. We have seen yen strength during the London and New York session. We'll see if it continues, but I'm not really tapped into the yen, so I couldn't tell you. So QG wants me to buy gold right now, and then Tovo wants me to sell gold. So I'll basically hedge myself before FOMC. Is that correct? There's no trades we should be taking right now, unless you wanna, wanna gamble. You wanna gamble your account. I wouldn't advise it, but be my guest. If gold breaks previous high, I'm bullish. Axe, what's previous high though? Are you talking about just today's high? Or are you talking about, what's it called? I think you're talking about when last week's high. I'm also looking at that as a reference. Breaks there, could be pushing higher to about 24.50 and see if it breaks there. But I'm actually... I think we could retrace. But I'm not betting on it right now. Not been 8 minutes away from the FOMC, guys. Sit on your hands. Like you see like your hands, put them underneath your bum and sit on them. Don't press no buttons. Cause like we see a big impulse, we see a big candle, and then we wanna, jump in. So be careful. Oh, cool. All right, Fabio. Yeah, I've just moved here a month ago. Prince Philip OG, people that say buy and sell have to forfeit something if they're wrong. Yen government intervention, RC trades, yep. Yeah, they've had, it's kind of like yen's already dumped. So it's kind of like been sell the rumor. I don't know if it's going to be buy the fact. Oh, sorry, buy the rumor, buy yen strength. So it's been dumping for, I don't know, quite a while. Let's see. It's been dumping, and I don't trade yen. I've never traded yen, but imagine it's moved what, 1,000 pips? 1,000 pip move, guys. And 150, I guess, is a key psychological level that people are looking at. And we did break down, well, we didn't really break it that much today, but it will be interesting to see what the yen does. I wouldn't be a buyer personally, but we'll see. I think a lot of people are watching yen at the moment. What's happening, Vivian? How you doing? What do you think about the indexes today? Duchess, you're right about Hannah. She moved back to the UK. Yeah, I think I saw her video a couple of days ago. I'm not here forever. I will be coming back to London to visit. But yeah, here for a while at least. Manly, gold drops back to 2,400 before breaking up to 2,500. Manly, you think gold's gonna go up to 2,500 today? That's a lot. Well, there's been a few times I've seen gold move $100, but not often. Probably not on a FOMC decision that's baked in, but I could see gold breaking 24.50. But you never know, gold can have its runs, and if we're looking at gold, and I'm yapping, we've got 5 minutes, guys. We've got 5 minutes. I'm not gonna get distracted here. I've got 5 minutes, but Actually, there's nothing I'm gonna do, you know, right now. So I shouldn't be taking any trades before the meeting. Eyes on GU for me. Eyes on GU. Shall I make my prediction for GU? My prediction is we're gonna get a pop to about here, 28.90, and then we're gonna grind lower. Gonna grind lower into the press conference, and that's where I'm gonna be looking for my long. But that's just like me rubbing a crystal ball, and that's my, that's what I would like to see. Bullish intent, a trap lower, because I think we have been grinding lower. People are getting more and more bearish on GU, but we could revisit close to the 130 handle, coming up into the Bank of England rate cut tomorrow, or if they will cut, maybe they're gonna have still pause, because the market likes to position itself in a place of uncertainty. Coming into things like this, it will position itself into a spot or a zone where people are just don't know what to do, or price has gone too far. So that's why I'm looking at GU in particular, because we do have potential for it to like move a lot and move again tomorrow. So I'm going to be on stream tomorrow as well. JB, sell US 30 now, trust me, G. One, I don't trade US 30. Two, nobody should be selling anything in the next 3 minutes. Or after you get the first impulse, you could trade up the first impulse. But yeah, to be positioning yourself before, unless you're already in a position, or maybe you're really clued in fundamentally, and like you got strong conviction and you've got like a small size position, then maybe. What's up, Archie? How you doing? Oz, what are you talking about, bro? Oh, 70 viewers. Oh, damn. I think we peaked at 78 last stream. So if we can get the stream, like, I'm surprised. I'm yapping right now. We got 2 minutes. Let me not get distracted. But yeah, like the stream, guys. Free Discord community in the description. We just started it on Monday. I spent some time creating it. Check it out. 1 minute to go. Tunes is here for the gamble. What are you selling, mate? Vivian waiting till after. Exactly. That's the right thing to do. That's what I'm doing. Keep the interest rate same until Q4. I mean, September, that's when everyone's gonna cut. Okay, we've got 1 minute to go. 1 minute to go. Buy stops and sell stops for those who want to risk some dollars. Garrick. Yeah, I mean, it could just whipsaw either side, right? I don't really use buy stops or sell stops. 30 seconds to go. Oh yeah, Vivian, thank you for reminding me. Last day of the month, the market does like to position itself for the last day of the month. That's something I forgot to note down, so thank you for reminding me. It's the last day of the month, guys. 20 seconds to go. 20 seconds to go. Eyes on GU for me. 20 lots in the buy window. Nah, I'm messing. I got my hat. Yeah, I'm not gonna trade, obviously. 1 second. Boom. What's this? No movement. I don't know what kind of reaction that was, but yeah, nothing. What's going on? I've stayed up until 2 or 3 in the morning for nothing. Literally no reaction, guys. This must be the... Damn. QG shook my magic 8 ball. Sell, sell, sell. Leveraging the house and a wife on gold, Garrick. Lawrence, bet, dump, then pump. Hassan, sell gold, brace for impact. Sold gold, deleted MT5. You know when I delete MT5? I delete MT5 when I've gone off full tilt mode and I can't go no more. That's when I do delete and reinstall MT5 when that happens. John, yep, 30 minutes until the FOMC statement. But this if this is a sign or a harbinger for what's to come in 30 minutes, this is rubbish. This is crap. This is rubbish. Well, nothing's moved. Oh no, that was... Yeah, and that's the thing, where it hasn't moved, it hasn't given us nothing to play with, nothing to set up on. So it hasn't showed us nothing. Damn. William, wait for 30 minutes. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. But still, even now seeing that, I don't know, that press conference, I think this is the slowest Fed meeting rate decision I've seen in a long time. But we have moved, we're up 2% on the day on the SP 500, so we have moved a lot. We have moved a lot on the indexes. We've moved a decent amount on gold. GU literally been in our 25 pip range. So wow, that was an anti-climax, eh? FOMC is always dead. Not always dead. Depends on, like, we've been in, like, we've been holding rates for long now. We're not in a hiking cycle. We're just about to start a cutting cycle. So looks like NFP is going to be the blockbuster this week. Axe still same 5.5. Kev Ridge, have you heard of Guardian Angel on Ninja Trader? It locks you out and helps you with tilt. Yeah, I've heard of that. That's a really good idea. That's a good tool to have for sure. You can also get trade managers on MT5 for that. And a few prop firms do that now as well. Think it was priced in. Yeah, it's been priced in. Daniel, 230 gonna dump. Yeah, that's what we're waiting for. YNS FOMC done now. Wait for the snap to the downside in an hour or so for gold. Maybe a move on come Friday during NFP. Yeah, NFP looks like NFP is gonna be the highlight of the week. But yeah, that was the slowest interest rate decision I think I've ever seen. Just literally no reaction. Yeah, exactly, Duchess. We already run up a lot on the SP 500. We've already run up quite a bit on gold. So yeah, looks like we're late to the party, guys. So if you guys have been in the London session going long on the indexes, you're good. But we'll see. We've got another 25 minutes until the conference. We're gonna see what old Jerome Powell says. But he's gonna keep it very. He's always careful with his words. But yeah, any hint at more than say 2 hikes, any more dovish, any signs of dovishness, should see the market go higher potentially. NFP where you'll flip 100 to 1M. Yeah. I'm going to do a little flip. Yeah, let's see. Maybe we can double it. Who knows? But I'm not going to do a flip. I'm still going to I'm not going to gamble it. I'm just going to wait for a good opportunity as well. Not going to be a straight gamble. Gotta wait until Powell. Yeah. Lawrence, what's the color of Uncle Powell's tie? If it's red, the market's going down. That's a good one. Haven't heard of that indicator before. But yeah, he's usually yapping for about 30 minutes. I've got a Bloomberg. I don't have a Bloomberg, but I watch Bloomberg for free. Probably shouldn't say that, but watch it for free sometimes. So I might listen to it. But yeah, it's currently I don't know why my brain's slow. Maybe because it's too late. Yeah, it's 2 a.m. here in the Philippines. Looks like it's going to be a late one. It would be nice to catch a trade today. Would be nice. Would be nice to finish the week up a little bit more than where we are. But we're going to take what we get. Right now, there's no setups, there's no trades. And we'll have to wait until we get some volatility. So much for my prediction. Yeah, Archie, 2:30 a.m. is the press conference, so in about 20 minutes. But I'm not now that we haven't had such a good we haven't had any kind of reaction. It's I don't know, where can it really go? So looks like the market's exhausted itself a bit. Hey Jared, how you doing? Not too bad. We was just I was just sitting on my hands for the rate decision, but it was a non-event. Nothing happened. Samuel, am I a scalper? Occasionally. Used to scalp a lot more on the 1 minute time frames. Now I'm trying to stay away from the 1 minute for the most part. Been trading for the 15 minute mostly. Yeah, Vivian, no entries. Paint dry, Lawrence. Yeah. Let's see what's happening in the Discord quickly. Finally, there's ads when I open up live. Yeah, I got monetized the other day. I think on Monday. Was it Monday? So I've earned a nice $12 since then. But yeah, it's nice. Just having a quick look in the Discord. We should watch Powell with a Pale Pilsen in our hands. Pale Pilsen is the local beer here in the Philippines. It's a San Miguel, so it's kind of like, I guess it's a Spanish beer, but that's what everybody drinks. I'm not a big beer drinker myself, but yeah, never trade under the influence of alcohol. That's a given, obviously. Imagine, who's ever done that? Who's ever been trading like when they've been lit or like when they've been drunk? That I don't know who would do that. Stay consistent on live. You'll make me stay consistent on trading too. You guys are helping me stay consistent with trading as well. I've been patient. I haven't had any major blow up days. I've made a few mistakes and I've had to take some adjustments in terms of, I have been like risking not too much. I've been a bit passive at times, but haven't been risking much. But you guys are helping me stay consistent. So, it's, I'm going to keep going. But I appreciate you guys for being there. That Powell just waffles loads. Yeah, he usually talks in circles. He doesn't want to say the wrong thing. I don't think we're going to have good old Uncle Powell for long when we have the next president. Powell's been, I guess he's been the Fed chairman since I started trading. I remember Yellen from somewhere, but yeah, he's been here for a while, so they're probably going to switch him out soon. Axe, the drink will help with less hesitation, that's for sure. Yep, definitely. I think with a drink in your hand, you'll happily go on tilt, laughing about it. But when you sober up, having a Discord helps make me stay consistent too. Yeah, it's good to have the Discord, people sharing their trades, sharing their analysis, even fitness. Me and I think Alpha FX, one of the guys in the Discord, have been going back and forth, doing our daily runs, posting it, keeping us in check. So yeah, like I just first time, I've never ran a community. I've never even been active in Discord before. So it is quite new to me. So it's good that we have some people there that, know Discord more. But yeah, Samig like 30 pesos in Minimart. Yeah, cheap as chips. Even like gin, or like, the local gin, or even the local whiskey. Mad. You can buy a bottle of whiskey for like, I don't know, $3 or something. Like, never tasted it, but probably tastes like petrol. Yeah, the squeeze on indexes it's been a very strong move up on the SP 500, up 2%. Had quite a convincing sell-off yesterday, and then we got a further spike down off the back of earnings. I think it was, which earnings was it? It was AMD and Microsoft, so two big tech companies. And then after that, I think it was a little bit of a disappointing earnings. After that, straight trend up, straight squeeze. Just before the London session, pumped. During London, grinded higher. Just before the US session, pumped again. So just squeezing before the opens. 15 minutes until the meeting. NY has been dead on NAS recently. No magic today, KP. Ivo, curious about to learn more about your strategy. Everybody's talking about SMC and ICT these days, and I know it's your strategy something different as mine. Could you tell us a bit more? So where I learned my technicals from, Stacey Burke Trading. He's got quite a big channel, quite a big following. He's been putting out content for years and years and years and years for free. Have some similarities, I guess, to ICT in terms of emphasis on price and time, and like, you know, different cycles the market goes through, the daily cycle, weekly cycle, looking at whole numbers, psychological levels, looking at daily highs, daily lows, and then looking for certain patterns within it. But I've deviated from his strategy quite a lot, just going off the back of my experience. So I use his strategy to frame trades more, but in terms of execution, I am quite discretionary. I think a lot of people can tell that, and I've always shared that. For me, trading, there's always got to be discretion in it, you know. So we all kind of got to start from somewhere, whether that's SMC or ICT or whatever resonates with you, and then trade it for a while, learn from our mistakes, understand ourselves and how we react to things in the market. We've gone through if you've been trading for the last 3-4 years, like quite a few people have, we've gone through COVID, we've seen a major bull run, we've seen a crash, we've seen a lot. And during that time, you pick up on a lot of things. So it's just about using that insight and experience to know yourself and know your strategy and how it meshes together. So for me personally, I've always approached trading with an open mind and not just, buy a course and then try and, kind of trade that mechanically completely, because we're not machines, we're humans. So that's just my take on it. Carbon pH tomorrow, Axe. Oh, what, for you coming for the whiskey? Mike D trades. NQ had a similar setup, caught the breakline of the double neckline for 500 ticks during Asia and London pre-market. Was that a squeeze? Must have been a squeeze, because it's just been trending higher. Any reason why wasn't there any major moves in gold price even when there was high impact data? I mean, everything's priced in. The whole market hasn't moved, so it's not just gold alone. Gold has broken into the 2400 level, and tested last week's high, coming into last week's high. It didn't really react too much to geopolitical tensions, the developing events in the Middle East. That potentially lifted it a little bit higher, risk off wise. But I'm not very clear on the gold. I was long from the start of the week, but got out the trade, unfortunately, because there was a lot more to go. I was aiming for like above 2400, but I had a pullback. I had to get out before news, and then I was happy with what I had. But yeah, there's been it's been so it's like, for me, it's escaped me. So I'm just I'm not too clear on gold. Gonna wait for something to happen. Yeah, Axe. Yeah, experience pays. Have to learn from ourselves. That's why it's kind of a good thing. Like, it's not a good thing to like strategy hop and look for the magic strategy. It's just working on yourself. Once you find like a strategy or even a perspective, of how the market works, how it moves, where you can spot opportunities, for outsized risk to reward. And then you've got, you know, you refine your parameters, and then like the main variable is always going to be yourself as well. So maybe I'm yapping, but yeah, I believe in you need a bit of discretion. And no matter what, even if you're a mechanical trader, guess what? You're gonna be trading with discretion whether you like it or not, because you still have to make decisions. And like, you know, I don't think anyone is purely mechanical. You know, they might have a black and white strategy, but they're not executing it in that way. Happy Tire, I've been trading for 1 year. Haven't really found my edge for me so far. Always break even 50-50. Break even's not a bad place to be. 1 year is not too long either, as well. So it will come to you. Would you tell before taking the trade? I usually do. I usually have a plan and have a trade idea in mind, but I also, you know, adapt to the situation in real time, and if I see opportunity, I'll take it. But if you're talking in terms of like a signal, yeah, it's not a signals live stream at all. Yeah, I'm not the best trader at all. Even in my own Discord community, I'm an intermediate trader, you know. So, yeah, I'm not giving out signals. If I did, last few weeks have been pretty good. Been a lot of good opportunities, but yeah, we can't be giving out signals. It's like, these days when you're trading prop firms, yeah. In fact, I had to like double check. Like I emailed FTMO and asked them, is it okay for me to trade on live stream? And they said, yeah, cool. And then I've emailed my funded futures, because I had the a future subscription right at the start when we started live stream, and I emailed them and I asked, can I trade on live stream? And they said, at your own risk, because if they find some I don't know what they said. It was like, if people are copying your trades, then you could get breached or you could not get a payout or something like that. So it's like it varies. But of course, like, you've got people on live streams trading Apex, and like people are trading prop firms. But you know, these days, you know, any excuse not to pay you. So I'm definitely not giving signals, just to make that very, very, very clear. Prop firms don't like copy trading. So guys, don't copy my trades. Hey Bene, how you doing? How's your week been going? It's been going okay. We're up this week a little bit. We're at 4.5%. We started the week off. Monday we was down a little bit. I made some mistakes. Took an impulsive trade on GU. But then we positioned ourselves into a gold long, and we made some profit there. Took a small loss here, couple small losses. But yeah, week's been okay. Press conference is in about 5 minutes, guys. Yogi Yo. Hello from Indonesia. How you doing? Mike D. I didn't know you was Filipino. I can't read that. I know that means nothing. CIDX. What does that stand for? Because I've seen that thrown about, CID. With what I was just talking to you about copy trading. Oh, thanks, Happy Tara. I'm glad you're finding some value in the community. Adam Productions, prop firms, Adam. So I'm just on phase 1 of the FTMO challenge. I never started my journey. I've only been trading prop firms so far, but I am gonna get started on a personal. In fact, we're doing a little flip, tiny little flip on a personal account on Friday, just for the fun of it, because I mentioned it on stream, but gonna be also like going forward trading a small personal account and then, you know, trying to find consistency on that, because of course that's a different experience. NAS to 19,500 AX. Let's have a look at NAS, but it's just looking the same as SP, but it's just gone that bit further as it usually does. So we're up 3.28% on NAS. So tech's leading the way. Dow Jones, still decent gain on Dow Jones. It's got much more bullish structure though overall, because we've clearly broken. What are these? These are the highs, right? So we're not far away from all-time highs on the Dow Jones, and I don't usually look at it, but yeah, it's looking like a much more bullish structure on Dow Jones in comparison to the SP 500. We still got yet to close that gap left by the Tesla and Google earnings, and then Nasdaq, I'm guessing, is looking a little better. But yeah, a few minutes away from the press conference. Alan, I'm using FTMO. That's the only prop firm I feel like I can trust at the moment. I have been trading with them for a while. Started off the journey with them. Have traded other prop firms, made more money with other prop firms, but FTMO is the safest one. Yeah, Leslie, I'm from London, born and bred. But yeah, I'm living here in the Philippines now. I have lived here before, and I am half Filipino. So it is my second home. We also have a Filipino chat in the Discord. So there's quite a few Filipino traders connecting with each other over there. And also traders that are just based in the Philippines as well, or interested in coming to the Philippines. I think I never had a Filipino audience in the past actually. On my analytics, it was always at like 2%. But like the last video that I made about the Philippines seemed to have introduced my content to you guys, so which is a blessing for me, because like coming here, of course I got family and friends, but I don't know any traders. But now I'm getting to know many of you, so unexpected but amazing at the same time. First day on the stream, Aditya, you're welcome here. We've been streaming 3 to 4 times a week, and usually in the Discord or usually on Instagram I will post a story or a notification that I'm coming on stream. Usually we stream like a half an hour or hour before the US session, but today, special day, I've stayed up until 2:30 in the morning to wait for the FOMC, and then we got no reaction. We got nothing. So it could be, I could be staying up all night for nothing. But we will see. At least I got you guys to keep me company. What's your expectations on the FOMC press conference, Adam? Well, we didn't get a reaction, the initial reaction on the rate decision, which was of course baked in. Nobody was expecting a change, but normally we would have saw some kind of reaction, and that would have given me more of a clue on what could be setting up potentially. But in general, I'm trying. I think the best opportunity for me is GU, and I was explaining it on stream earlier. So I'm looking at GU. I want to go long on GU. But where we didn't get any kind of reaction of the FOMC, it's kind of like it might not do anything today, So you know, we've been, like, for example, with GU, we've been trapped in this ugly range anyway. But yeah, we kind of need to wait and see what price does. We have to wait and see what price does. Let it find this direction, you know, let it impulse, get an idea of what kind of range we're working with, then wait for a setup. Okay, so press conferences started. I don't know if I'm gonna get in trouble, yeah, but I'm going to put it on in the background
to keep demand in line with supply and reduce inflationary.
Maybe I'll get demonetized for this.
We are attentive to risks on both sides of our dual mandate, and I will have more to say about monetary policy after briefly reviewing economic developments. Recent indicators suggest that economic activity has continued to expand at a solid pace. GDP growth moderated to 2.1% in the first half of the year, down from 3.1%.
No reaction so far, guys.
Private domestic final purchases, or PDFP, which excludes inventory investment, government spending, and net exports, and usually sends a clearer signal of...
What I'm going to do is that when you watch Bloomberg, you often see the major key takeaways just flash up on the screen. So I'm going to keep an eye on that, but it's not really going to say much, guys. The market's just going to do what it needs to do. A little bit of a push higher on the SP 500. So I'm just keeping an eye on headlines here. If we get any quick headlines. So he's generally upbeat about the economy. Economy is still quite strong. Push higher on the SP 500 so far. So it looks like he wants to keep going. Leslie, I used to live in East London, grew up in East London. So Newham, you know the Newham area? Yeah, press conferences started. So no movement on GU. He could be yapping for a while, so let's wait and see. Ideally, what I wanted to see on GU was an impulse up, a grind down, and a setup to go long. But we never got the impulse up, so it's so now I don't have a setup to take it long at the moment, so I would actually prefer it to go lower so I can look for a buy, but hasn't moved anywhere. Yeah, no cut. Why am I looking at Bitcoin? Gold hasn't moved anywhere, so still in that 20 range. Man, this is really a non-event so far. Powell says labour conditions have returned to pre-pandemic levels, which is somewhat dovish. So nothing clear, no momentum here. But you never know, like Powell says a key word, market starts pumping. But right now, just looks dead. Powell be yapping, yeah. He ain't saying much at the moment, clearly. Powell repeats, if the labour market weakened more than expected, would respond. So eyes on NFP on Friday. But we did have some poor ADP numbers, I believe, coming much lower than expected. So jobs could be softening. Taking questions. I think taking questions is actually the interesting part, Vivian. So let's see who's got some tricky questions for him. Maybe they're going to talk about the election coming up. Adrian, I think the indexes need to cool down a bit. Yeah, it's had a nice run up. Stan FX, how you doing, bro? Market's been slow on GU, which is what I'm looking at, but very, very muted reaction, but has had a decent run up today, a very big run up, really. But it's just been that clean trending, just grinding higher. Not really many setups there. But yeah, no reaction so far on anything. Possible rate cut in September acts. Yeah, that's priced in. They want inflation under control before cutting rates. I mean, the data has been getting softer. They're focused on their goal of 2% inflation, yeah. That's the standard base rate they want. So yeah, I'm looking at like a live chat on FX Street. And we've got analysts live just basically watching the press conference and then taking notes, like just writing quickly in the chat the important points that Powell's making. Which is quite useful. Quite useful. Labour market needs to be good in order for cuts. Man. Looks like NFP's got to be it, guys. Gotta go all in on NFP. No decision about future meetings. Could be on the table as soon as next meeting. So let's have another look at GU. So it seems the dollar's getting a bit softer. Looking at the dollar, we're approaching back to 104. Which it hasn't broke for a while. So breaking the low of that tight range that we've been in. So we was waiting for the break of 104 for a while, never came. Tight ugly range. Ran up top of the range yesterday. So let's see if we get any momentum below 104. But yeah, it's nothing here, guys. I think maybe when a press conference ends, things could speed up a bit. Yeah, he's waffling. So let's wait and see. But even so, I mean, we've got to be mindful that we've only got an hour and 20 minutes left of until the close. So it's like, at this point, we haven't seen any volatility. We haven't seen any strong moves. The market's already ran up 2% and more. We're closing in on the gap left last week off the back of Tesla and Google disappointment earnings. So maybe close this gap aggressively. Could push higher, and I guess the bulls have been in complete control today on the equities. So gold's pushing high, it's pushing last week's high now. So let's see if we break past these key levels here. Gold pushing last week's high. SP 500 closing that gap. GU still very muted, very trapped in a range. So Archie, you're here in the Philippines now. It's what, 3 a.m. Stayed up for this shit, eh? Gold's gonna test 2450. Yeah, looking. That's a target. Not sure if we'll get there today with how slow everything is. So yeah, everything's breaking up a little bit. GU's getting to the top of the day, but it hasn't really moved much. And what are we talking? 15 pips? It's like nothing. But yeah, maybe this is going to accelerate. If so, you know, weren't really any setup there for me. Everything happened. London. Yeah. One of those days, guys. We got Bank of England tomorrow. I'm going to be streaming for that. We'll see what kind of price action we get on GU today. See where it finishes up. But yeah, doesn't look like it's going to pull back, or doesn't look like anything's going to set up for me. Powell lays out conditions for cutting in the September, lower inflation. Powell says he wants to see more good data. We did gain confidence and we need a bit more. So yeah, the door's open for the September rate cut, which is already priced in, what, 90%, 99%. So we haven't learned anything new, and I guess we weren't really expecting to, but I expected a little bit more volatility than this. Has he finished talking? Has he finished talking, guys? I guess he's still taking questions. I don't know. If anybody's watching the press conference, do let me know if when he finishes talking. Still answering questions, Vivian. Yeah. Taking questions. Yeah. He ain't gonna say anything new by the looks of it. So everything priced in as expected. We've already, buy the rumors. Well, not sell the facts, just buy the rumor. Dark Zoid is a good idea to enter a buy now. Looking like there's nothing else to do, but I'm not going to enter a buy at these elevated levels. It's just gone too far for me, but yeah, it just looks like it's just probably going to push higher. I doubt it's going to pull back much. But there's no volatility, there's no risk to reward on the table. There wasn't anything to set up on for me. But yeah, look, well, what's happening right now is that we are closing in on that gap, so could push through aggressively here on the SP 500. Gold, we're hesitating a little bit at last week's. Gold's kind of moving slow, I guess. GU just, it doesn't look like much. Don't buy at the high. I bought highs before, Archie, and I've sold lows. It's not always a bad idea. But yeah, that's what we've been waiting for, Archie. Trying to let the market react, so we have a space to find a setup. But there's been nothing to work with. Take care, Axe. See you tomorrow. Coming into that gap. Guys, don't forget to join the Discord. Link should be in the description. We just started a community this week. Slowly growing. Traders from all over the world there. I'm yawning. I shouldn't be yawning, but it is nearly 4 o'clock in the morning, if I'm right. I still got my computer on UK time, but in the Philippines it is it's nearly 3 in the morning. So yeah, we close the gap here and we're just pushing higher. GU breaking the higher today. Could see some acceleration, but GU, I mean, there's not this GU doesn't look like it's gonna go far at all. So yeah, just push higher. Any W's today? Nah, nothing for me today, Chris. Do you know any prop firm in the UK that do spread betting? Because I want to spread back and tax free. I don't think prop firms do spread betting. It's just CFD based, and the fact that the prop firm will pay you, that will be taxable, regardless if they use a spread betting platform, I would say. I've never tried spread betting. I guess it's the same as trading a CFD, right? but I don't know. I know there are some differences, but I don't understand it. Do I sleep during the day? Take the occasional nap here and there, Rogers, but no, I've just stayed up late. I've been out most of the day, so I am quite tired. And yeah, I might call it a day here, guys, because we've got another hour into the session. The only thing I see happening is that price will just accelerate, and there's not going to be anything setting up for me. And yeah, just continue higher. That's what it looks like it's done. It's just no reaction of the open, no room to get in, and then it's just keep squeezing. So very, 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 very strong day on the indexes. Nasdaq, we're up, coming up to 4%, so a big day. And GU's still dead, but yeah, the next hour just could be continuation. But yeah, tomorrow's another day. Gonna be starting stream earlier than usual on BOE. I hope it's not as boring as this, because FOMC, big disappointment. Nothing setting up. But yeah, tomorrow gonna be trading the Bank of England rate decision, and then big day NFP. I think we'll be in for a big NFP, so it might be the highlight of the week. We're gonna flip a little bit of a personal account, little $100, £100. So we're gonna try that out. But yeah, gonna catch you guys tomorrow. Go join the Discord. I appreciate you guys for hanging out. I'm sorry it was a boring stream, but better boring than taking any L's. So yeah, non-event today, but tomorrow, you know, hopefully GU starts doing something, because it's just been trapped in a very, 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 very tight range. But yeah, I'm gonna catch some sleep. It's nearly 3 in the morning, so I'm gonna get a nap, gonna get a sleep, and yeah, my brain's already not functioning, guys, as you can tell. But yeah, love for hanging out. Appreciate you guys, and you have a good night. Love.